let you know. All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? Yes, there was no intro. I still have to make the intro. I still got stuff going on. It's okay. We're going to get it done. But once again, we're back here. Stateside Reds, your favorite YouTube channel, your favorite, your baby mom's favorite channel is everybody's favorite channel. Sponsored by Red Devil Threads. Visit reddevilthreads.com and use code Stateside Reds for 10% off your order. Subscribe for custom Man United pieces. So what I mean by that is you're not gonna get this, okay? You're gonna have to give the Glazers money for this, unless you get it from China. Get it from China. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Get it from China. It's all good. Big up China.
OEM, baby.
If you want to buy the real stuff, have at it. But you can get fire Man United related stuff, shirts,
Original stuff,
originally made. You know what I'm saying? Stickers, like kind of like this one. This isn't one of them, but you get stickers. You get all kinds of cool stuff. Straight, they got you, man. They got you. If you enter Stateside Reds in, you get 10% off your order. And yeah, bro, you show support to our channel, and you show support to our vendor who we really like, who took a chance on giving us the sponsorship because we wild. You know what I'm saying? We banned from TV. So shouts to Red Devil Threads, much appreciated. And once again, shout out to Balorian, Manuclean, and Shakinian LLP, a law firm based in Southern California, the Encino area to be exact. Okay. Big thanks to them, our first sponsor. Okay. Yeah, man. Personal injury, all that good stuff. Whatever you need, specializing in personal injury, actually. So slip and fall, you got stuff happening at work, anything like that. They won big cases. One of them beat the feds. You hit them up, man. Hit up Ike, Annie, Ashat, David, Vahe. Hit up all of them, man. There, 747-444-4444. Lots of professionals there. Get you your money. If you don't win, you ain't got to pay nothing. But if you win, you split some money. You gonna split some money with them, but you gonna get the majority of it. It's gonna look good. 400,000, 200,000, 300,000 in settlements made recently, like just recently, as a couple months ago. They win big and they win you the big money. So go ahead, hit them up. That's 747-444-4444 in Encino, California. What's going on, Ronaldo? How you doing? That's a lot.
Yes, big man. All good. Support the fellow Reds at Stateside and law firm holding us down. Other than that, I'm good, man. Emotional week leading up to Wednesday.
Yeah, man.
Still kind of hungover from another loss, even though it wasn't that bad from Chelsea.
We gotta talk about that, huh?
Damn. Do we?
We gotta talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. We can talk about it a little bit. Yeah. So got that in my mind. Got Wednesday's game in my mind, and the aftermath in my mind. So it's uneasy times for us. But regardless of the final, this is what you're living for. You like shit to play for, and whether you like us or hate us, we're playing for something. So
facts. The thing that boxes me up about it a little bit is that there was times when, even under Ollie, I'll give Ollie this. There's times where under Ollie, I'm like, we got a strong team. We have a strong team. Our day, we could beat anybody. I think there's levels to us now, right? Like, we could beat Europa League competition. We can beat guys that are around us. That's what we've done in the season. We beat people around us for the most part. Things like that. Under Ollie, we had a stronger team with some bona fide guys in it. And I'm like, and I think that was the last time that I was like, you know what? We can turn the corner here. And it's been shit ever since. It's been absolutely terrible ever since. I mean, we had the third place finish with Ten Hag, but I never felt confident with the team. Today is the same deal. I don't feel confident in this team enough for me to feel good and be like, you know what, bro? We can go in there and smack Tottenham up. I feel like it's very 50-50. I feel like Tottenham is our level, and they've already shown us they can put 3 past us. They can inch a win if they need to. So I'm still, as much as I say, hey, I'm going to feel better around that time, man, I'm going to let you know, I still don't feel good about this game. And going into this match at Stamford Bridge, nobody thought we would win. I didn't know if we would win. I felt like the game was in our favor. I feel like we controlled it a lot of the time. Chelsea wasn't exceptional. They weren't great. They didn't have to come out of first gear to beat us. They kind of got lucky. They had nothing. They had a one-up post, and then Garnacho gets spun, and then Mazzari falls asleep. Header near far post, like always, from one of the worst individuals on the pitch, right? In Cucurella. So, hate that it was him, but
yeah.
But after the dust settled, I didn't give a fuck about that game, bro. I didn't care about that game. I was like, oh man, bun that. Whatever. But the ripples that sent through the fan base once again, which is important, it was crazy. I've seen a lot of Amarim out. I've seen the sentiment is definitely changing from a lot of the faithfuls, and they're bringing up legitimate things like our record in the league and like our win percentage at 24%. And I've gone through all of that before with you guys. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how bad we are. Y'all see it every week. What up, Stateside Reds? Can't wait for Wednesday. Shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy out there doing his date night thing, So I see you, bro. Romancing and schmoozing and stuff. Shouts to Jeremy. That's a good picture, too. That's a great picture. That's better than some of the pictures I've been seeing. But yeah. So, all in all, I mean, with that game, once we took Bruno out, and I said this, once we took Bruno out, we had no aspirations to win the game anymore. That's just how I feel.
We were packing it up for Wednesday. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just like Bruno came out, Casemiro came out, and it was like, okay, yeah, we're done. And then we were dead in the water after that. Couldn't even get the ball past into their third anymore. It wasn't happening. We're playing these horseshoe passes around the back, looking scary, getting pressed. There's nobody to release the pressure, nobody to release the pressure. Sometimes you have a valve there, like a player you can get the ball to, get the ball quickly. That was done. Garnacho couldn't really get it to him to do anything. Like, it was over with after that. So we conceded that. Chelsea will, I guess, I don't even care what Chelsea's doing, bro. Wednesday's that big. I don't even care what Chelsea has going on.
Yeah, just I don't know, pull on that string. Anyway, Sunday, that's the only game we're watching, by the way. Forest versus Chelsea, and yeah, I'm gonna be back in Forest for that one. But anyway,
is that Champions League?
Yeah, Chelsea could end up coming seventh if everything goes against them on Sunday. And that's nothing. That's a whole nothing.
I was hoping Newcastle be able to do the deal against Arsenal, put them in a little bit of a rut, but 1-0 to the Arsenal. Can't. And look, that was
baby.
They won that game, and none of them were happy about it because they're out of Champions League. Like, they're just not happy about that. So can you believe 40 games under our present coach, and we would still look a mess? Has it been that many games?
40 years?
40?
It was like 20, 26 or 28, something like that. But anyway, either way, we've lost half of those games.
Yeah. Either way, we still look a mess.
Won a quarter and drew a quarter. So that's messy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is, I guess, worst nightmare. I mean, some other nightmares like cheeses that we got relegation. I didn't think was realistic, but yeah, I mean, we're 17th place with a big cushion, but 17th is last among the unrelegated. So actually, no, Spurs is last. I don't know why it just feels like last, man. That's how bad we play, man. Spurs like 20 more goals than we have. They look like a side that could just destroy someone on a day. If we happen to do it, it's like, wow, great. We got help with Sociedad when they lost the man. We up 2, and then we padded up the score. But yeah, so all that leads to not a lot of confidence on Wednesday, right? Just hoping for the best one.
Next season is going to be massive. There will be a lot of pressure on Amarim from the start of next season. Yeah, I think hopefully we win on Wednesday. I think the faithful are starting to lose their grip, and I think Wednesday could lead a lot of people in the wrong. If it's a bad defeat like 4-0, we get 4-0 in Bilbao to Spurs, and you know what? I've been watching a lot of these people. Everybody's doing their combined 11. I'll have a combined 11 tomorrow for you guys with one of the Spurs guys. Shout out Saeed from Brewhouse. He's a Spurs. He's one of their Spurs representatives there. We're gonna have him on, and he's the biggest Spurs fan I know. We'll do a combined 11, but I've been watching everybody's combined 11, bro, and or what they feel, and everybody's basically asking like, hey, who needs this title more, right? And of course, I'm gonna say us, but here's why I'm gonna say us for and use them as the example. You guys have money. Y'all have money. Like,
yeah.
First off, this would be commonplace for you to lose. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be anything like you. You lose these. You lose big matches, and I'm trying to be respectful here.
If you get there.
If you get you winning, this is an anomaly for you, right? This is every day for us for a lot of our childhoods, right? I'm 34, be 35 this year. We got I watched a lot of football from Man United from the years 11 to now, right? From when I was 11 to now. Winning was commonplace for us. It's only in this last 12 years time that even though we still win things, that we win so much. We win the things we win, other clubs would dream about. Other clubs would love to have the things that we've won, even in our banter era, right? That's the biggest thing people are saying. But that's commonplace for y'all is to lose. Commonplace is to be behind Arsenal. Commonplace is, to get drummed out of a final. Like, you guys have money to always rebuild. You'll sell Wilder versus Joshua tickets at your stadium, and it'll go crazy, and that money will go towards your football team. We starting from scratch, disrespecting our women's team, can't fully fund them, can't really fully fund our team, can't pay for guys to go places.
Firing lower staff,
firing everybody that ain't nailed down to the damn club. Fucking all this other shit we're doing that we are broke. We're moving like broke people because we're broke people. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to all my broke people. This means more to us for the financial stability and future of our club to win this. Because if we don't win it, if we do not win this, because I've seen I'm going to get into this conversation later with the goalkeepers. If we do not win this, we cannot fantasize even. We couldn't even afford a fantasy to sign any players like a Cunha, not a Cunha, but a Osherman level or none of those guys. That's dead. So pack that up in your head. That's done.
Might not even get Boomer.
We win. It's everybody on it's steak dinner. We lose, the lap, sit down, chill out. And then Flex said this: you win, we lose, and it's the lap and sit down somewhere. 100%. 100%. That hit home for me. I was on the Stairmaster hearing that. I said, "Oh shit, that hit home." That's exactly what it is. So, thank God Cunha we're gonna talk about Cunha. Thank God Cunha already, wants to play for us. Cool, we can make that happen. That seems imminent. Ronaldo, I don't know if you got any insider tips on that or anything.
I don't know, basically a done deal. It's just they're waiting Monday morning to announce it. I don't know if you're gonna do medical and stuff, but hey, announce it is good enough for me. Sign the papers, put the picture. That's one. Other than that, Delap is the only one that's making noise. But I feel like he might be in a little more of a holding pattern based on what we do Wednesday. Because if we win Wednesday, we're getting a big dog.
Rajat, I don't know what you mean by Cunha, not KDB. You're saying that he's not KDB? Who said that?
We know he ain't as good as KDB.
But who said that? Who said that?
Rajat V. I think
Rajat, please explain. What you guys think about Mark Ogden put out today? Okay.
Rat motherfucking bastard. He's a stink bitch. Oh, that's so bitch made what he did today. It's so bitch made.
Break it down for me from the top down. I know we talked about it a little bit off camera, but break it down for me from the top down.
All right, anyway, sorry for cursing. That's how I feel.
Cuss.
So yeah, article comes out today from Mark Ogden that apparently in January or at the end of January, Ruben Amorim wanted to quit. He saw that Rashford and Anthony were out. No replacements came in, only Dorgu. And, squad was getting ravaged by injury, a little bit thin. And we lost a bunch of games. Brighton mashed we up and we base 3-1. And yeah, he was like, you know what? I didn't want to come here in November.
Mhm.
So you know what? I think I want to leave, guys. He's telling his boys. And they told him no.
Right.
Like, you gotta stick it out, stick it out. And I guess word got to Ineos eventually that he wanted to leave. And they talked him down, told him, yo, we got you. We support you. So if that happened in January, why we couldn't hear that like February, March, during the international break, something like that, you know? Those I don't know when they found out. That could be it. Of course, that's logical. But yeah, to release that 2 days before the final is bitch made. That
Yeah.
ass. It's so bitch made. Um, of course, there's truths to it, and you can't dodge that. We don't dodge that here. We don't dodge truths. And he had every reason to quit. He didn't want to come here at November, at least, because he knew from afar what was going on.
Mm.
And then he came in and saw it and lived it, and had to do an interview, like 3 interviews a day about it. So in January, he was like, you know what? This is a bad freaking idea. I might want to go. And he also, if I guess they couldn't do it, we only got one person in January. Maybe, they're waiting on the Europa League bone on Wednesday, so we might be able to do something in the summertime. And God forbid we don't win. They cannot be unreasonable with expectations with Amarim and the side we have. You have to, whoever you bring in, it's gonna have to be, I guess, whoever the little bit we get. If it's 2-3 players, because we have no money, it's gonna have to be high impact. You're gonna have to support him. Like the level of support you give him summer is the level of expectation we should have for next year. I think that's a reasonable thing, because they talk and talk about he should be able to milk something out of the squad. Like, who the fuck has?
Yeah, and it's a tougher ask.
We keep going in circles about why no managers making it work out, and we're ignoring the players constantly.
We got Saeed with the "we must," and this picture of, is this Cubby Mainu that's overweight? I don't know what you got going on, Saeed, and I hope this ain't the Saeed that I'm goddamn doing this thing tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
Think it is.
We are going to go at it tomorrow, because he's already talking about Onana over Vicario. I mean, Vicario over Onana, brother. Onana plays in his games, brother. Stop this. Stop this. And he has a better save percentage than Vicario. But we gonna get into that tomorrow. Shouts to him.
You need to take in KG and expressions doing their combined level of chessboard. Dude, the first 5 minutes I was cracking the fuck up.
I had to watch them.
Those guys go there. I would definitely watch it before you get into that. That'll loosen you up a little bit.
Yeah,
it was good.
I talked to him about it. He was like, "Man, I'm a little bit anxious." I'm like, "Listen here, I'm coming to put every Man United player in those spots, okay? And I'm gonna find a reason. I will find a reason to put them all in there. But there's a couple we gotta. I mean, we got the striker position sewed up. So that's all I'm giving them is a striker position. But RSV, you see how people disrespectful. So here what. Real quick. RSV, what's your best memory growing up supporting Man United? 3-0, I think it was against Chelsea, 2000. Dwight York scores hat trick against Chelsea. And the reason why that was the best memory for me is because my house was going absolutely insane. Every goal that was going in. Those are back in the days where you had to have Dish Network. You had to have Dish, or like the little black thing on top of your TV that was, you get your cousin Pookie to put on there for like $60 and maybe like old English, and then he'll come and do
nobody.
Yeah. I mean, Charles to Pookie. I don't know where he is now, but you get, you know what I'm saying? You come and you say, "Yo, I got some pilau and all kind of stuff. You put this on here, and then we'll figure it out." And then but yeah, that's probably one of the bigger ones. What's another one? Ronaldo.
99.
Ronaldo. With John Terry slipping. That was a large one for me. Big one. There's so many. That's a good question, though. I like questions. More questions like that. That's a great question.
Definitely 99 for me. Easy. The semifinal and of course the final. The semi where we went in Juve and we did them in. I was absolutely lit. That was really good. was like, I knew my side about it. I was like, yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna beat Bayern.
I'm gonna get all these comments in real quick.
Yeah.
Rajat will take Hugo at the TK.
Over
I
the
know
lap.
I thought that up. Over the lap or no? I don't like the lap. So you're asking the wrong person. I'm not a fan of his game. I don't think 12 goals or 14 goals, however it is, should warrant you getting whatever the hell you think you're asking for. This is the problem we have in Man United, but this is just the problem we have with signing top quality competition. We don't have things really to offer them, so we have to look at guys like a Delap. I won't even go out on a limb to say that I don't think Delap will, wherever he ends up going, even if he doesn't come to us, I think he just mirrors that same goal tally next season. I don't think he's past that. Maybe 15 goals.
That's his level.
We need a 20 goal. We need a 17 to 20 in the Prem because outside of Ronaldo, and I want to say Lukaku, who has been and for at the striker position, when have we had a 25?
Zlatan, Lukaku.
Yeah. Outside of them guys, which we shouldn't have signed Zlatan at the time, even though he did help us big, but he wasn't for the future of the club, right? He wasn't there. He wasn't going to be there for 5 more years to bring on, you know what I'm saying? He got hurt twice. So, other than those guys who are already established names in their crafts, like goal getters, Lukaku got 20 goals at every team he's gone to. He's a legendary striker. Now, no matter how many people feel any way about him, he's gotten 20 goals at West Brom.
Golden Tims Lukaku.
He's gonna get you. He gave us 27 in a calendar year. You know what I'm saying? So we need that striker going forward that's gonna get us 20, 25 in the league at least. You know what I'm saying? End the season with 34 or some shit like that. We need that. We haven't had that in a while. So if Hugo can get us that, cool. But
he's good.
I don't like the lap. I don't like the lap.
But if we get Hugo, we might need like a really good CM to free up Bruno.
Supposedly he wanted to quit the day he broke up the TV. I agree with that too, Ronaldo. Definitely.
That sounds legit.
I mean, listen, here's the thing. People was bigging him up for breaking up the TV. And I'm like, people are funny. People are funny as hell.
Nostalgia, what you call them?
People are funny because they'll bring up something like attitude. They're like, his attitude's bad, but the manager breaking up the TV and want to quit. So what does that say about his attitude? That's why I don't touch the attitude stuff, because none of you guys know these people. We don't know these people. I don't know these people. So like everybody shows passion and concern and worry and fear and all those things in different ways. Some people just don't do anything. How many times you've seen somebody, something happened to them and they just didn't do shit? Everybody responds to things differently. So, I try to stay away from that stuff. But yeah, that's him. If that's true, that's insane. United fans wrote letters to Ineos after the FA Cup final. I cannot believe he was given so much support by the fan base. It was beyond fathomable. That was for Ten Hag. Yeah. Listen, I was in that camp that wanted to keep Ten Hag, so I can't really talk too much. I was in that camp because I felt like he earned it. He earned it by getting there, and they kind of did him dirty. Yeah, they kind of did him dirty by flirting with other teams in his face. That was dirty. And like, how as a player can I play for a coach all out that y'all don't even back? You know what I'm saying? Like, he might not be here. Y'all don't even back him. So how am I, if he getting smart with me because I did something wrong, like, bitch, you ain't even going to be here next week. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, rather get, I think you mean Mbeumo.
Mbeumo? Yeah.
Yeah, Mbeumo. I like Mbeumo. I like Wissa, but I don't think they are quality either. Even though they're the top scoring Africans in the Premier League, which is a crazy stat, but like they're good. They're good together. I think if you get one, you gotta get both. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we can do that. Bun Onana. Okay. You see how disrespectful people are. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna fight them on that. We all felt that sentiment at one point in time.
Amarim out if we lose.
Absolutely fucking not. Get out of here.
Hold on, I'm just either go get Wissa and Mbeumo off Brentford as well. Get Cunha. We gotta have money for all those guys. That's the thing, and they're gonna want big money coming to, especially Mbeumo coming off the season.
We allegedly made an offer today for Mbeumo, 55 mil.
That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. We gotta figure it out.
Stats. I mean, I prefer him over Semenyo. I don't want to touch Semenyo.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'll take Mbumo over Semenyo any day. And
Onana
we have
won
a
the
man
FA.
too. Yeah, he
Did you
did.
say?
No, said what I say? Listen, Mbumo stats are pretty good. I will probably take him, but not Semenyo. And plus we have a mod, It was just I don't want to pile up the right side.
Yeah.
We still have Mason Mount to pay for and stuff like that. I think center mid might be our best thing to focus on. Besides striker, of course, and Cunha. Well, Cunha's in the bag. Get a center forward, get a center mid. Someone who, as you said at the beginning of the show, you said you need someone who's comfortable getting the ball off of the defense with his back turned, can pivot and then make the pass and move it along. A man like Aaron Wharton, who's going to cost a bag too. He's like 80 mil. Somebody like him, because
A winner.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, FA Cup champion. But we have an FA Cup champion too, who I think I would love to see in that role a little bit. Kobe. I don't know. He's like lost in the sauce in the system. Like, is he a 10? Is he an 8? I'd rather him not be a 6, of course.
Okay, so let me see. Rajat says CR708 went mad 100%. Cavani, Saeed.
I forgot about Cavani.
I said Cavani earlier. I said Cavani earlier, but Beto was like, says Cavani never scored 25. He didn't score 25 for us. For us. But did he score 25 for PSG? Yeah, we got the broken down, but he was still a bagsman at that point. You know what I'm saying? He's still a bagsman at that point. He could have gave us something, but no, yeah. We needed that kind of level is what I meant. Like as a striker, and we haven't had that. Like Anthony Martial couldn't give us that. You know what I'm saying? So Lukaku is very disrespected. Yeah, of course
Yeah,
he is. And you know what's funny? Like after Lukaku left, the medical staff at I forgot where he went to. I think it was like
Inter.
I think it was Inter when he left. They found that he had like stomach issues. That's why he was gaining so much weight. And it was like, yeah, of course our medical staff missed that. You know what I'm saying? We were so unappreciative of Lukaku. Yeah, didn't appreciate him. Need Gyökeres. I don't know if he's a need, but I would like to have him, yes. We definitely need a striker that could get us that kind of goal. The thing is, like, he didn't do well his first outing here in the Premier League. So, it is what it is. We would definitely appreciate Lukaku today 100%. Did Martial get more than 20 Premier League goals? I don't think he's ever had close to 20 Premier League.
Not in a season, but total for sure.
He's gotten 20 goals in a season. We will win Champions League next year. Oh, man. I ain't saying that. You ain't going to clip me up. Make sure you like the video. It's free, 100%. Like the video. Subscribe. Share it with your friends. And, keep commenting. We're going to have y'all on. Y'all can come on the show if you want. I'll send out a link.
22-23. Let me see. How many goals?
Martial scored.
17 was the most. 2019, 2020. 17.
Yeah. Up there. Anthony did it once in 18-19 at Ajax. Was it Ajax?
Did he probably in Brazil?
18-19? Where the hell was he? Independiente? What the hell? After a run of one win in 8 games, culminating in a 3-1 home defeat by Brighton, that he was prepared to resign, but was talked out of the idea by an associate. I think that's a bad look, bro. I don't think that's a good look. I don't want to hear about my manager talking about he want to quit because it's getting too tough. You know what's crazy? I think it's Kobe Manu, Casey, who's that inside picture. I think it's Kobe Manu. I think it's Kobe Manu, very fat and eating some burger. I don't understand. Explain that for us, Saeed. Explain that for us. But no, I don't think that's a good look. I think that he's well within his right to want to quit, and like maybe he was right to do so, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't bode well, and to say that right before we're about to go into the biggest game probably the last 12 years is insane. So Hakuna Matata Shirky, that's a good little mixture right there. Damn.
I don't know
That's Saeed's picture. And we'll go if he win or don't. He needs to leave that team either way. He needs to be gone.
I think he's done.
He needs to be.
He needs a team with like defenders who can handle their stories on their own, not need advice from him. Like some veteran defenders that they know what they're about, and be like, you know what, coach is wilding. We're holding on here. We're not going to counter attack now. Coach is wilding because he's press, and he doesn't want to change.
It's because Manu is slow and lazy. Now you feel me? Okay. I don't know if he's lazy, but he's definitely slow. Everyone is talking about Kobe and Garnacho has to leave for us to buy more. Don't forget, Marcus Rashford's academy player. That's all profit when he goes because he ain't coming back. No, he's not coming back. I've actually seen that they're talking about he's moving abroad. I think they're gonna make that Barcelona move happen. I think that's what's
he's gonna take a salary cut to make that happen too.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's made. Yeah, he's made a lot of money up until this point. I'm gonna just get through these last two and we can get back on track. Remember, we owe $89 million in wages. Yeah. I mean, look, we win we win Europa, and we can pay back some of that, and then we can go after people. That's why all of this is riding on we winning, and that's why us winning is way more important than Spurs. Because us to win will help us build our team to win something else. If Spurs loses, it's just commonplace. They have money. It's okay.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. If we lose,
it's existential for us.
We would be the worst, biggest team in the last 30 years if we lose. Why? Is because we're in 16th and we just lost a cup final that we were undefeated in to Spurs.
Exactly.
Think about that. Let that Maryland.
We lose. All that happens, then we lose to Spurs.
To Spurs specifically. I would rather lose to like Crystal Palace or like, you know what I'm saying? A real underdog story.
Club Grasshopper or something.
You know what I'm saying? I would rather lose to somebody like Wolves or something. Like, you'd be like, yo, they beat Wolves. Like, okay, good. They had it coming. But like,
that is a forever stain in the Banterverse.
Spurs is a perennial punchline for us. You know what I'm saying? So just losing to them would just mean I don't even want to talk about it. I feel like I'm jinxing the thing. All right. Let's see.
Yeah. We'll go over the squad. One more comments.
I got a few more and I will be done with it. Angelo Stiller 50M. Okay, cool.
I would take him in a heartbeat, but I think that's Bayern written all over that one.
We have 180 minus Cunha 62.8, so we got like 117 left. That's maybe enough for 2-3 guys. We talk about we want to get a top striker, and then we still the man then want to talk about goalkeepers. We won't get into that conversation in a little bit.
You got a spy there.
Nacho needs to come off the bench. Okay.
I heard a school of thought today that because of the pressing we might need for Tottenham, Mason Mount should start and then bring on Garnacho to replace him.
Mason Mount. I agree with Rajat. Once Stiller so bad he looks like a great 8.
He's like ugly. I heard there's a nickname for him, Ugly Cruz. It's kind of fucked up, but yeah.
Damn. Ruben is probably going to be playing Maguire, Maz, and Lindy as our back three. I'm worried about this back three, not much pace. Yeah, I'm hearing that Euro might be ready to go. He's training. He's training by himself. Still not hearing much on De Ligt though.
No, Euro and Delo on the borderline. Like I feel like they don't want to say it to let the cat out the bag, but I feel like they may be good to go. But they ain't saying shit about De Ligt, so I don't know, man.
Amarin was probably. Oh, my bad, bro. I keep getting your like quiet cues mixed up.
Right.
So yeah. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying we need De Ligt in there as much as Euro. I think.
100%.
I think we're strongest with those two, and then Maguire. So I think that's our best three.
Yeah, I would hope that's what we could put out there. I'm at this point where like when I said last time, are you injured or are you hurt? Are you injured?
Ooh.
Are you injured? If you're injured, don't come on. Don't bother. If you hurt, can you give us 20 minutes? Can you give us 20 minutes? I mean, if injured is another thing. You're out the game. You're IR. Don't worry.
You can't run. Great. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Are you hurt?
Are you hurt? Are you hurt? Because I get a little hurt. My feelings get hurt every day. Okay, I still keep it moving. All right. So Amarin was probably frustrated with the leadership not telling him the whole story. Like Rashford wanted out, no money at all in the transfer window. I don't I don't care. Respect to Casey. I'm not saying this to you, but like respect to Casey. But I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with our leader. The leader of this football team, who we have a song about, talking about he's going to bring sunny days again. He's going to turn the Reds around. right? Talking about he was going to quit. Brother, you knew it was going to be bad here. You did not have to take this job. And what I'm seeing is people letting him off the hook. Because if this was if this was a player saying some crazy shit like that, we'd be on his back talking about you wanting to quit and you breaking up stuff and all that stuff. We'd be on your back, okay? And you're supposed to be the guy that we're paying to turn this around. No, that's a bad look. That's not good. And nobody can make it seem otherwise. If you have an agenda, you're not playing fair. Be fair. Y'all get on people. People was getting on Bruno. He raised his arms. He got 2 red cards. He has a bad attitude. Now he's our player of the season, and people are like, man, Bruno got to play every game. Wow. Yeah, maybe we should get off the attitude stuff. But this is bad attitude right here. You want to leave? Because the going getting rough? We suck. Why don't you know this? We just flacked the manager because we're bad. Not because we liked you so much.
I didn't think it was this bad. And yeah, I'm gonna side with him because we know these guys are bullshit. The board is, and he begged them. He's like, "Yo, I don't want to come right now. I don't want to go in November." And they told him no or never. It's not like he had a. That's basically not giving him a choice because he wanted the job.
Yeah.
So they basically like, yeah, no or never, dog.
Oh, they strong armed him. They're 100%. Listen, them they're a bunch of thugs. Those billionaires. They're a bunch of ruthless thugs.
They're ultimate hustlers.
That's it. The art of the deal. The art of the deal. The art of the deal. Yeah, whatever.
Malarkey. Could you cut the malarkey?
What? I mean, God damn it, man. Are you going to side with us or not? Quit dicking around. Pretty much, right? But I think you'll go to Real or Bayern. Yeah, I think so as well. Ramsdale, who says no?
No.
I don't mad at Ramsdale. He's better than Onana. Better Onana. How old is he?
Your man say he's a butt. Your man say he's a butt.
Let's get into this real quick. I want to get into this because we were having a little conversation about it online. Shout out to Beto. Beto brought it up. Beto kind of has a vendetta against Emi Martinez.
I don't know why he says who thinks he's a horrible person? He's not horrible. He's a dick.
I don't know him, so I don't know if he's horrible or not.
He's a dick on the field. Like, we like those characters. What are we talking about?
I love Jamie Vardy's an absolute dick. He's a dick. But guess what?
Like Enzo Martinez.
200 goals for Leicester. You know what I'm saying? Love it. Club legend. Like, sometimes you need a dick. Yeah. So Beto says, we're talking about Emi Martinez, and the timeline erupts. Like, I don't want him, but he's an upgrade from Onana. He's an upgrade from Onana. So he put the stats side by side, right? Sean says, he's a World Cup keeper, and he's miles ahead of Onana. He put the stats side by side. He's not exponentially better than Onana, aside from the fact that Onana has goals errors that lead to goals.
Yeah, exactly.
If we're talking about outside of that metric right there, the save percentage, all that other good stuff, they're about neck and neck. They're about the same amount of talent. I would say Emi Martinez is older. That's my biggest gripe with him. I don't want an older goalkeeper. I want this team to get younger. 26 needs to be the fucking the number that we looking to sign, 24 to 26. And because we're trying to build something going forward, we want to lock these guys into longer contracts if they're doing well for us, or we could get the best out of them in these ages and see what they're about and move them on if they're crap. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Sean brings up Van der Sar. We signed him when he was 34, and that kind of rubbed me away because it's like, we have to stop doing this when it comes to Man United. We always bring up a Man United memory to suffice for what the hell we have going on. We are memory merchants, okay? We are nostalgia merchants. Well, we did it with this time. Yes, we did do it with this person, but Amorim has already said we're going younger. There's a lot of good experienced young 25-year-old, 26-year-old keepers we can go that will be an upgrade on Onana, 100%. That kid Zion Suzuki is a better upgrade than Onana, okay? Pure, he bet on himself. Now we could go and spend the money to get a guy like that. Jan Sommer, that was a better one too. He's better. Now I don't know how old he is.
He's 30. That's
okay.
The next thing. That's why, like, the point that people brought up with Van der Sar, It's not because it's Van der Sar. It's because of the age and the position. It's like that's still your prime, dog. You know, if you're fit and everything, 30 years old is young for a goalie.
Yep.
And Emi Martinez is a dog. He's an absolute beast. That's the kind of mentality you want in the locker room. So if you could get him on a free or something like that, and then bring a young goalie or what have you, I'll do that. I'll rock him for 3 years.
I'm not even mad at Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale's an upgrade from Onana, 100%.
No, Ramsdale feels like Cunha reject Onana to me, man. No, it went bad for him. Raya ate his food. Like,
that's cool.
Arteta didn't even hesitate. He's like, yo, get me Raya. It's over.
I mean, when you have a chance to get a goalkeeper like him that everybody was in for, you do that, right? You do that. Yeah. Wayne Rooney says we should bring back DDG. Wayne Rooney needs to worry. I'm not listening to nothing Wayne Rooney says because what he did at Birmingham City, he should be at DC United and Derby County. He should be in jail for nicking a living. The things he did to those clubs is crazy. So I'm not taking his advice on anything concerning transfer news. Club legend, great player, best English player ever. Please, leave the transfer talk to us idiots, it's idiots fans. Henderson is the new in goalie. Nah, I don't think so. I think we know what he is. We know what he is. We know what Henderson is. I don't think he's making really no noise. They did win, but I don't think he's making no noise because he's positionally messed up too. That's why we got rid of him. We didn't give because remember we were calling for Henderson. We were calling for Dean Henderson when it was time with David De Gea. People forget that time, bro. I remember that time vividly. Like I think it was West Ham when he got beat at the near post or whatever, and he got caught out like on some dumb shit. David De Gea it was one of those games where we were like finished with him, and we're like, yo, put in Dean Henderson, put him in. He can't be too much worse. And it was like. He came in and was not the best. And then he was competing for game time for a guy that's been there 13 years. It wasn't going to happen. But,
yeah,
you know, I would like for it to happen now. You know, it'd be cool for him to come back. But, you know, he wants a certain amount of money. And it's like, brother, please. It's crazy to think that we'll be playing in Hong Kong before the Champions League final. I don't know what's money. Yeah. A lot of those guys, all the kids are going to be playing. A lot of those guys aren't going to be there. Yeah, a lot of those guys
they're gonna travel, take pictures, sign autographs, and maybe light training. Yeah, they're not gonna play.
Yeah.
It's vacation time, baby. I don't mind going to Hong Kong, play 2 FET matches.
Yeah, just get a little drunk and be all right.
Xerxes had a bullet last minute. Let's do that. Yes, let's do that, Saeed.
I know he has all summer to heal, but I wouldn't risk Euro. This is the time. This is the time where you play somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need you. We need you now. Are you hurt? Are you injured? Can you not go on? If you can't go on, if you can't give us no minutes, cool. Just stay over there. Nobody's going to judge you. It's okay. You can have a seat. Nobody's looking at you crazy. But I don't know.
They didn't even tell us if it was like the same injury or a different kind of injury. They've been really tight-lipped as exactly what it was. So...
Yeah,
the talk about risking it, like, is it the same injury that played up again? It feels like it's just a different injury. Same foot, yeah, but might be a different injury. And same thing. If he could run full speed, he could cut, he could play.
Yep. Yeah. If you can give me 30 minutes, go ahead, come on. Got a friend over here who works with law firm. They're loving what they're seeing. Hey, shouts to Balori, Manuka, and Shakidian, LLP. We love you. Thanks for giving us a chance. And hopefully we can make this a long time thing. I hope I don't need to use your services.
I recommend somebody, hopefully.
But if I do need to use it, I will be using it. Trust me. I don't fancy myself. I will be in California next season. I'm going to come over there and do some content.
We need to put up a Mkhitaryan shirt then, I guess. We gotta do that.
Me and you need to, we do. Me and you need to go to California next season to do some content. Yep. We need to go. We just need to make it happen.
There's no excuse to go LA, man. Go Cali.
Couple days. We go Friday, come back Sunday. It'll be all right. Let's see. Preseason is early this year. Yeah, but still, that's a little too early. That's too early.
But the Hong Kong trip, that's like for the scrubs to play. I don't think anybody, big time is playing in those games. Ahmad ain't playing. Euro ain't playing. Bruno might want to play, but we're gonna be like, nah, chill, sit down. But yeah, I think it might be mostly academy guys, which we have a lot of academy guys that we kind of want to see push their development, get in the side. Like a guy like Sekou Kony, Toby Collier, Garnacho, and Minu. I like to see those guys in there, but might have to wrap those. Those are like high prize assets. You might have to put those on the bench for this season too. Pack those up. But yeah, we got a bunch of academy guys. Amas, Fletcher's boy. Mantato. Who else? Yeah, a lot of. I'm looking forward to the tour because the boys. I want to see the youth play. I want to see the youth play and whatever new toys we get, like Cunha or whoever else. But yeah, I want to see the kids ball out.
Football has to be a tough. Like I think football is the toughest season there is to have in all of the major sports. This is why I say that. I know MLB play 162 games, right? I know that. And I know the physical strain of the NFL, people getting hurt, is big too. Mm-hmm. But like when we're talking about Man United, we have participated in what 50-some games this season. When it's all said and done, 38 in the league. How many games in how many games in Europa?
Europa 8
FA
plus
Cup
6, 14.
And then
FA Cup, Carling Cup.
And then the last
one.
How many in all of those? What, 60 matches?
At least 60. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of football to play. And then, not to mention, you're representing your countries.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that,
injuries.
If you're a top guy,
strain side. Yeah.
If you're a top guy, you're playing 70 games.
Yep.
Something like that every season. So you're doing almost an NBA season. Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna play every game, but if you're a top guy, you're playing 30 of the 38 prem games, probably at least. You're playing all the European games. The domestic cups might be half. So yeah, you're playing like probably 60 games at least.
So I think that's, and then you get this maybe month off if there's no major no major European tournament, national tournament, or whatever the case. Like if it's Euros or like you're playing in your respective region like that, or then you have World Cup, you might be in that. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how far you go in that? Like I think it's very rough. You only get but so much time to play football. People will say
2 to 3 weeks max.
People will say, "Oh, well, you get millions of dollars. You get millions of dollars." So who cares?
The same body though is a limit to the human body, and people are not getting that. You're gonna have to run the bots out there to play the football. You guys on the play, man. It's crazy. Or just allow steroids,
If we can do it healthily, I'm not
exactly. That's the next thing too.
I'm not opposed to a little bit of like HGH. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little bit of something.
Center, speed up injury. Let's go.
Yeah. Like we give you a little bit of maybe some stem cells through the season or whatever.
Yeah, or like the asthma pumps that Klopp gave Liverpool, things like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I think they're all on. I think they're still all on stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think you have to be, because you have to train year round, and then you have to. But I say all of that to say, like, we have this thing in football where we're like very insensitive to people because they make a lot of money. And because like the football player is literally playing a child's game. They're playing a child's game and making a lot of money. And like us in our regular lives, like we probably do decent and like take care of our families, but we have to work and like get up and sacrifice and do all that other stuff. So it's not the same, but like we got to be a little bit more, better about knowing that these guys aren't slaves.
Yeah.
And they have lives outside of football. And like, I think that Hong Kong game is just out of control. To fly to Hong Kong is out of fucking control. And then like, hopefully it's the kids like they did in San Diego. When they went up to San Diego and played at Snapdragon, wasn't that many people. It was a bunch of kids. Hopefully they can do that and just make that happen again. But that's also like a robbery for people in Hong Kong that are paying their money to come see the prestigious big time Man United, and you're coming to, you're only going to see the youth team. You know what I'm saying? So why even book that? Listen, if the United States game wasn't in Atlanta this year, I wouldn't have went.
Yeah, probably. Because on paper they're not big games, but on we ain't as big. We're big in name, but that's all level who we're playing.
Better than us.
Yeah. So
Better than we
yeah,
are.
I mean, yeah, this is right. SmackDown in Atlanta. If it was like a bigger game and we got some like we really splash the cash and I see some really good new players I want to go see, maybe I'll take a out of state trip. They're playing in Chicago. That's a fun time. I like Chicago.
I'm not going to
But yeah,
Chicago.
other than that, yeah, I wasn't too pressed. But it was Atlanta, so we have to represent.
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna go into Gary Neville, but I'm be honest, man. Gary Neville
The
he's
right
gone,
clunker,
man.
man.
He's gone, bro. He's gone. Oh yeah, if you're gonna tap it with us during Atlanta for the game, make sure you let us know, bro. We're gonna have something special going on for that. But yeah, Gary Neville just all of these guys are out of touch now, bro. They're just out of touch with it, and they, you know what, they did so well for us, right? That like they just can't understand why we're so bad now. But the difference with Gary Neville is he is a puppet for them, right? He's a puppet.
Oh yeah.
He can't go too crazy. He's a puppet, not for the Glazers, but he's an Ineos puppet. Ineos has
They're trying to get the new stadium. Yep.
And they're making his lips move. You know what I'm saying? He can't really. I don't know. He's like talk about we would only get one player in their combined 11, and it's Bruno, and it's like, bro, do you watch Spurs enough to say that? Do you watch Spurs
enough to say that?
Come on, we're not getting Amada in. Casemiro's not getting in. De Ligt's not getting in. Come on now, bro. Like, Son is now coming off of an injury right now. Like, he's not the same Son, even though he looked good on weekend. He's not the same guy. Kulu's not playing, so Ahmad can't get in. Ahmad gets in. They have the same amount of return this season, and one's 26 or something like that. The other one's 20, 21, 22 years old. Come on. I just can't deal with these guys no more. Him, Scholes. Let's shut
Like I said,
we
don't want you to lie. We don't want you to lie, but
don't lie.
You could be partisan. You're on a podcast. You could be partisan to your team, man. Just have a little faith, a little support, positive friggin' energy.
The thing is, it's you saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's you saying that you're a club legend. We're not talking about no icons. Y'all are club legends, and y'all continuously find a way to put down these players. And for you people that think that's a good thing, not everybody reacts to that the same way. That nobody, and if you want to kick the whole, oh, well, everybody is sweet and everybody's soft, brother, y'all be getting mad at the simplest thing people say to you on Facebook. People be getting mad when I tell them I'm gonna slap them in the pub and be ready to cry to the police. So don't tell me nothing about pressure, man. Don't tell me nothing about no pressure. That's pressure filled when a damn club captain is telling you, the club icon is telling you like you suck and you shouldn't be at the team, and like what they did to De Ligt was just criminal. What they were doing to Bruno was just criminal. Martinez, criminal. People in this day, he's too small, he can't play. Like, come on, bro.
Over the top, man.
Just sensationalism for sensationalist's sake. I don't know. Sorry about talking about slapping people in the pub. I haven't said that in a while. But that's just, people love to talk about other guys because they never have to be in this situation. But it's like, I like to liken this stuff to stuff that happens to people in real life. Like, y'all don't react well in a lot of pressure-filled situations. Like, this is pressure-filled. We're losing, and then we have the club icons on our back. What is that about?
No positive angles at all. They are positive angles to take, and the whole ABU climate, and I guess being historically bad, which we are, that's the truth. But still, no need to beat a dead horse, I guess you could say.
No, that's
just be positive about it. It's like, because I feel like out of the big clubs, I mean, like the big historic clubs, in my lifetime, I don't think anyone has been in the mother like us right now. Maybe Arsenal, but you still really haven't seen like their alumni be as negative as ours has been. And I feel like they kind of maybe guilted into it too, because we were top shit when they were playing, and everybody had their stories, thinking Fergie Time and Howard Webb and all this shit that want to put stains on our success and everything. So they feel like maybe I have to be a little more balanced and not biased than I ought to be. It's like you could is this your club or not? I mean, Roy Key made it clear it was just one another club, so he's different. But Gary Neville, you're a Red, you're a Mank. You grew up in the club. This is your club. It's like you have to you ought to put draw light on the positives. I don't want to say spin because I don't want to make it sound like I want him to spit bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's always positive angles of the shit we're going through right now. So you don't need to hop on the negatives. And I think excluding Ahmad, whether Kulusevski was fit or not from that side was criminal because what has Son done all year? I think Ahmad has had a better season than Son.
They have about the comparable amount of goals too. I think Son has like 10, something like that. So no, I 100% agree, bro. There's definitely ways to say things. There's definitely ways to do things, and I think these guys they know they're also like. Once again, they're not so like us, right? We try to talk about like the X's and O's and like the play styles and stuff like that a lot of the time, and like we're not nothing special. We're just two lads that love the club and that know each other, that are friends, and that's what we're doing. I think we can. They can offer the insight as far as what it's like to be in the locker room, what it's like in these pressure-filled moments.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they don't do enough of that. They don't do enough of that. They just do a lot of the things that are more click-worthy is the slander and the stuff about attitudes and like. I'm not interested in that. I want to hear a tactical breakdown of the game. Why did the game break down the way it happened? What happened like that? What did you see that I didn't see? Because like
how Spurs can be beat, how Man United can be beat,
right? Like stuff like that. Now I'm not saying be a Twitter tactico because there's a lot of those guys that's like they're XG merchants and like eye test versus XG Like not really talking about that. Talk about the game from a critical perspective, but like. This whole like turn, like it's fun to stab the club when they're down, and like we do our fair share of it too because we're upset. But it's like y'all have more of a voice that's gonna get through to these guys, and it just doesn't make sense for you guys to be this way. It just doesn't. Trashiness has become a profitable business in and of itself, 100%.
Big time, bro.
You're gonna get your clicks up. You're gonna get your clicks up. I'm not mad when it's Robbie from AFTV, when it's Expressions. When it's them, it's great. It's like, yes, get your clicks up, get your money up, bring your bands up. Like, it's all good. But when it's fucking Paul Scholes, who wants to, when he's not eating his daughter's toenails, he has so much words from Man United in his mouth. Like, I have, if it's Wes Brown saying it, cool. All right, whatever. Wes Brown, whatever. But like, come on, bro. You're Paul Scholes. You can't find it in your heart to say something. To say something positive about a guy. The only time I've seen him say something positive is about Kobe Mainoo, saying like he's one of the best players he's seen in a long time. I'm like, that's good. That's good. And nobody's saying like, yo, say that we're good. Say we're good because I know we're bad. Nobody's saying that, but
yeah, exactly.
This is a cup final, and I should only hear positive things. Positive things. The Boomer icons need to hush. 100%. I'm done with them. Was the money you were getting at Man United not enough? Like,
it wasn't. Not compared to these bad shit songs making more. That's probably part of why they're so angry too.
That's the part of it. That's the part of it. It's a little bit of hate. It's a little bit of hate. You got anything else?
No, I think we touched on everything, man. Yep, but keep our heads high for Wednesday, man. Wade through this water, man. Tough time for us. Stay positive. That's all I gotta say. And hopefully Euro and Delic come through. Hopefully Delo comes through. And hopefully we have another hero besides Ahmad and Bruno. Because those two can't do it alone on Wednesday, man. We need everybody.
I'm hoping Mason Mount comes out and hits one from 35 yards out.
That'll be good. That's a good story.
Yeah.
He did hit. Was it him that hit the wicket through ball to Havertz against City in the UCL final? I feel like it was him.
Was it him? I thought he scored in that.
No, it was Havertz that scored.
Okay.
But I think Mount put that ball through.
If we can
Big
get
ass champion.
If we can get an ounce of that.
Yep.
If we can get an
because
ounce of that.
it might be good to try to catch Spurs on the counter, even though I don't want us to be too pragmatic and sit back too deep. But you can catch them slipping on the counter, and that'll be it.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got nothing else. I think I went through all my topics today. I'm just still what I will say is that I'm just nervous. I'm still nervous about this final. Still don't feel good about this team. Um I know when I wake up Wednesday morning, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm gonna be up and ready to go and getting it cracking. But right now, just not feeling that. I think the Juju Voodoo man is at the door saying that we don't really have everything's looking at Tottenham, but it's like also why not us? Why not us?
Huh?
So
You want me to read some Juju?
yeah,
Some
give
Juju
us some
stats
Juju
first?
Voodoo.
We read them Juju stats for us. All right, so stay with me, guys. This is not my content. You guys follow Absolute Bruno on Twitter and Instagram and platforms. He is a great follow.
He's hilarious.
That's what like Instagram should be for. To be like a just a stupid, ignorant fan that you don't care. You back your side. You follow on the positive. Maybe Gary Neville and them bitches should follow this guy. Anyway, so May 21st, 2003, Jose Mourinho was age 40, 3 months, 25 days old, and won his first European trophy. That was with Porto, and that was the Europa League. May 21st, 2025, that's Wednesday coming. Ruben Amorim will be 40 years old, 3 months, and 24 days old. Just 1 day younger than Jose. Mourinho's birthday is January 26th, 1963. Amorim's birthday, January 27th, 1985. This dude is a month younger than me, man. Yeah. 22 years, they're 22 years apart. And 2003 when Mourinho won, and 2025, which you win now, that is a 22-year gap. So a lot of inception things going on, strings. Maybe Ruben's due. Maybe he's due. Got another one. This one's wild. This one's the number 7. 7's wild. 7. United have won 7 European trophies. United have put 7 goals past Bilbao and 7 past Lyon. Mason Mount on number 7 has beaten Spurs 7 times in his career. Ruben Amorim has 7 trophies. And on a Wednesday, Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount can win their 7th career trophies. 7. 7.
We're gonna lose, aren't we?
Maybe. All or nothing day. Let's go for it. No bitch shit.
Oh my god! I put more faith in the Gunners. The Gunners. The Gunner. Now Gunner is just crazy now.
Oh, your goodness.
What they've turned Gunner into is hilarious. Finished second in the league. We win at Cup Theory. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just look at once again. I just look at how they play, and they're gonna be after us. We need to lock them. Like their press that they're gonna apply. We need to play around that. Once we can play around that, we can make stuff happen. Then I have a belief. But I mean, they're hobbled. They're losing 3 of their best players, and then Sarr is touch and go. So that's 4 players out their team that they're not 3. Then they're definitely not gonna have, and 4 that's just coming off injury. Son's just coming off injury. That could work against us or for us. It's just anytime I try to find a little something to make me feel good, it's like it could work in either direction. Yeah, either direction. So
I guess we could talk lineups tomorrow. So you get
Shouts to everybody that tapped in. We had a good amount of people in the stream tonight. Shouts to everybody that tapped in.
Like and subscribe, my dog.
Like, subscribe, or tell your friends and we want to have you guys on here. Definitely follow 1878 Casuals on Facebook and Stateside Reds on Facebook. You follow that, you can we'll send you a link. You can join the show on times where we're having fans or viewers join the show. I don't want to say fans yet. I don't think we're big enough for fans. Well, we got viewers for sure. So
viewers, supporters. Let's go.
Tap in with us there. We get you on the show, bro. This is a fan channel, community channel. I want to talk to the people out there, Americans, anybody that watches that loves this club or don't love the club. Come and tell me why you hate us. Come and tell me why we ruined your childhood or whatever the case it was. Tomorrow's show is gonna be lit. Yep, tomorrow's show is gonna be big in the game. I'm gonna have the tomorrow. I will have the combined 11 for everybody. With my boy Saeed. I don't think it was this Saeed that's right in here. This Saeed seems like a United fan.
He's like he still has fat Kobe though.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, we'll have that going. I'll have that edited up and put out before the game tomorrow. I mean, 2 more sleeps, man. 2 more sleeps.
I'm trying to sleep good tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely sleep good tonight. And yeah, and on that note, it's been Stateside Reds, another episode. Me and Ronaldo, ATL boys, doing our thing. And until next time, man. What you want to leave us with something?
Up the friggin' Reds.
Up the fucking Reds, man. Up the fucking Reds. Yeah.
Trinidad squad dropped tonight. Trinidad squad dropped tonight for Gold Cup. So let's go check that out.
Yeah, please watch that. Say a prayer for them because they're hopeless. They're hopeless. I think this is one of the worst.
I'd like to win one game. That would be really nice if you could beat Haiti.
We used to have professionals on this team like Stern John and shit. You know what I'm saying? What happened to this team? This team is a bunch of guys playing for them. Police and Defense FC and all of that.
That's foundation teams in Trinidad League, man. Defense Force. They used to win all the time when I was a kid.
I don't know. But enough about that. Everybody have a good night. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bro.
Get some sleep, Brian.
Get some sleep, Brian. Up the fucking Reds. You know what it is, man. Till next time.